Hey guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. We're playing Lady Zhurong again. We're restarting. She's the goddess of fire. We're here with the Nanman tribes. Just for a little map perspective, everyone you know about is up here. And we're over here in a nice safe place if we can make it that way. We've got some unique faction mechanics and stuff, but first we just need to fight this guy, which should go fine.
The enemy is bringing reinforcements.
How long has it been then? How long have the arrogant hand sniffed at our lands?
I tried
like
to start
hungry
this
dogs?
campaign yesterday morning, and it did not
And
go
how
good.
long have we lain
I mean, it was
dormant,
okay, sort of, but
barely raising a finger in defense?
I moved pretty badly a couple of times, and it really hurt us. Now we do know. You know, we wanna have our big, heavy-hitting dudes to the rear of the formation. Alright, and now we'll just move forward and go. Because the last time we did this battle, we got beat up. The Followers of the Flame, they're like really good at fighting. At least I think they are. They have splash attacks and stuff, yeah. And these warriors are slightly more defensive. None of the people on the battlefield are terribly defensive here. But I would love to get a duel here. They don't want to duel. It's like they know better. Hello, Thomas. This is a new campaign? Yes. We started this one yesterday, but I think you were in that one. Yeah, we just started it over. I had made enough mistakes that I felt like the only appropriate move. No, it might have been recoverable. It wasn't like a total disaster, maybe, but I just felt like we lost so much tempo that there was not really a point in pursuing it. You know, we hadn't been that invested, right? Less than an hour, and a lot of that had just been like looking at things, so it wouldn't be, you know, really lost time at all. I wish this guy wanted to duel. That'd be so great. Because we know we need lots of duels to buff up our guys, to make them very big and strong in the future. Indeed. But, you say donuts full of bottled water yet? It's in a gimme area. Well, you know, I guess it's my fault for walking into it. Alright, so there we humorously totally enveloped them with that side with the flank, which is fine, right? Like, I mean, very good, actually.
Look, the enemy run.
But, you know, we'll take a couple of losses here, but overall it should end up much, much cleaner than the fight was the first time around, which makes sense, you know. Now we have an idea of how the army operates a little bit. We also understand that our people are, like, maybe 5 times as good at fighting as theirs, so their total weapon skill, damage-wise, is like 400, right? And, with like a sort of fast swing rate, I guess we only do 3 times as much damage as them overall. So you say you're pretty strong. Silk Song right now and Bottled Water Ladder have us annoyed. Yeah, I kind of thought I had to go there. I kind of thought I'd been everywhere else. I guess I never tried to climb up the wall. Once I got wall climb, I never went to the left to the place that's above that goes down to Bone Bottom. That might be fruitful. And of course, I'm like in the middle of that slab place. Dale is like a title in Tibetan Buddhism. This name has an extra I in it, and I think it's probably a different etymology. Probably. It means ocean. I was like, yeah, it's a Mongolian word. That's right. This because the Mongolian word ocean is why Dale is a term. The internet told me this really quick, and then it reminded me that I actually knew this. So yeah, it wouldn't have the same meaning here because this is actually 1,000 years pre-Mongolian tribes. But here, the Nanman tribes here, they're like way over on the southern, sort of like southwest China. So above what, like where Cambodia and Laos and Vietnam are, right over there, and nestled against that mountain range. We'll take the supplies, I guess, just because the other ones seemed very low.
As they fight side by side, your generals' bonds will deepen as friends or rivals, affecting their satisfaction in your service. Be watchful of their relationships and their characteristics as they develop.
Alright, so last time I added a third general to the retinue as soon as we could. I think we're going to do that this time too, not because they're good, but just to get another thing in there and not worry. We don't need to worry about replenishment, I don't think. I honestly wonder if these tigers are ever going to be good, or if I should just immediately make them something cheaper. Mongolia's unlocked, yes. Well, not permanently. It's more of like, yeah. They had a whole bunch of land after just a little bit of while, including a dynasty in China called the Yuan Dynasty, which again is not happening in this game because this is in like the year 190 Common Era, and the rise of the Mongolians and their world war and stuff, that would have been more like 1197, 1200, and then like the next like 50 years or so. But yeah, no, I don't know if they use it as a given name, but like, so Dalai Lama, that would be like ocean, and Lama means wisdom, roughly. So that's why you'll see like that like tacked onto all sorts of different Buddhist things, because that's the word for wisdom. So it's sort of like a title that means ocean of wisdom. I don't know if they use it as a given name. I don't know. I watch a bunch of sumo, and in sumo there are a lot of Mongolians, and none of them have that as their name. Speaking of sumo, I'm so delighted because the next tournament begins tomorrow, so I'll have something to look forward to every day. I do love sumo, and we're gonna play this just like last time, only even smarter. So we're gonna remember that this tower covers here, but these towers don't. So sometimes, yeah, these towers, that's what it is. These towers cover the interior of the thing, and none of these towers do. So we want to get in through this way, and then we'll fight over here where we're free of worry. And then we're going to use these people to pop their reinforcements, and it's going to go great.
More enemy reinforcements are arriving.
The sensitivity on the camera controls is dramatically higher than it is. Someone else with medieval armor. Oh no. You would really hurt to get thrown. I love sumo. I'm so excited for this tournament. There's always something interesting going on in the world of sumo, and there will be this time too.
Look, the enemy run.
And he's got this huge splash damage thing. Like, he's a really great fighter. I just need to use him better. And then we're gonna move them to take the center. Like, and their leader might, yeah, he's trying to go get to the inside. That's fine, you know. We'll just attack here. So what it looks like when you release the hounds is you just charge in the tigers. And they just go, nom nom nom, I'm a big old tiger, aren't you afraid of me? And then they just start picking them up and tossing them. Mind you, the tigers don't get in the slightest bit nervous when all these dudes with massive flaming maces come in. This is so fun. This is exactly what realistic war was meant to be.
Look, the enemy run.
This dude has 700 hit points. It's not going to go super well for him. Does he want to duel? I bet he doesn't. Say it's aggressive. How much they manage to throw each other? How much would a heavyweight sumo wrestler weigh again? The heaviest guy would be like 200 kilograms. But there are no weight classes in sumo. The upper division is everybody fights everybody, essentially. There are a couple exceptions if you're like related or you're in the same stable. But yeah, so basically, yeah, that would be like a heavy one. But there are guys as light as, probably 110 kilograms that you would expect to see in the top division that do well. And there's a wide range of like heights and stuff too. But yeah, there's been a dude that was all of, you know, like 200, 210 kilograms once upon a time, just truly massive. But most of the time, you look at more like 150 to 160 is a typical thing that you would expect. But yeah, very, very heavy indeed. And of course, because there aren't weight classes, those huge guys are fighting against dudes that look small compared to them, but still weigh, you know, much more than your average Joe. You're also I'm assuming a heavy guy. Exactly, you know. No, it is light for Rikishi, but they're not unheard of. There's a guy, his Shikona was Enho, spelled E-N-H-O, and he was he fell down some divisions, he got injured and stuff, but he was very, very popular with the fans, and I loved him too, but he was relatively very short, and he couldn't have been way more than like 100 to 110 kilograms, but he fought in a very engaging, spirited way that kept the fans going, because, you know, when you see a guy that size throw a dude literally twice his size, you're just like, wow, this is cool. But, alright, we're gonna confederate these guys. But my favorite Rikishi is called Ura, spelled U-R-A, and he's not that light. He's probably like 120, 130 kilos, somewhere in there, maybe like 140. No. I'm like trying to do the conversion in my head. I don't think in kilograms, but I do know what they are in relation to Rikishi weight. But he's wonderful. He's like a shorter one. I think he's like 5'6" or something. I don't know centimeters. But Alright, we've got a united tribe. Good, good. But he wears a cherry blossom pink belt. Mawashi, they're called. And he's a big fan favorite, and he's my favorite too. Alright, so all of these events, we are always taking the thing that is like to the left, basically, because it's like telling the story, I think, is how it was explained to me. So we're gonna battle this guy to our left there. Had the volume down pretty far. Kazuki, I don't know if that's his last name. His Shikona is just Ura, but like I think it is his own name, so it's possible that that's him too. Yep, yeah, Ura Kazuki, absolutely. Yep, that's him. Rikishi and Sumo are all like, they're all one-word guys, basically, for the fans, so like, although I guess, yeah, they all do have one. So like, Hakuho, the greatest of all time, was Hakuho Sho, but everybody just calls him Hakuho, like when you talk about him. Only they say it right, you know, they don't mispronounce it like I do. But yeah, Ura Kazuki, he is my very favorite. He's wonderful. I don't see why everybody that likes Sumo doesn't like him as much as me, but there's a lot of different, you know, tastes. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to quit talking about Sumo. It's like my favorite thing. No, it's not my favorite thing, but it is the only sport that I follow. Alright, so for this guy, we will give him Instinct and Satisfaction. The one for Cunning is, like, fine. Because he has, like, some guys we could put the... Yeah, we could put the archers into his retinue, and that'll make sense. Because he already has Brilliant, so that's fine. And it does it for all the armies in the whole county, but yeah, we'll do that one there, and then she'll be able to take the melee damage one. The satisfaction doesn't matter on her. You know, neither of these are great. We'll just wing it. Oh, I didn't even move off of her. She's already wearing the knives. We'll just give him... We'll give him this one. Satisfaction could theoretically matter to him. Anyway. Reform choice pending. And all I can do is elephant. Yes, all I can do is elephant. Which this time we're going to get the elephant. We're not gonna talk so much about Sumo that we don't get the elephant. No, we might. I only have like 45 minutes more to play. Which means I'll really use like 55 and then show up to work like 1.5 minutes late, acting like I don't do it all the time. So this is faction-wide public experience, income. Alright, it takes 12 turns to pay for itself. But abstractly, I shouldn't lose my capital, right? Right. Abstractly, I shouldn't. Alright, well, we could recruit here.
Do not let indolence creep amongst us. Trust instinct.
Like, I bet we could just not do it. Okay, so we've got fire archers now. The thing is I don't know if we want to get rid of the tiger slingers because they're very cool. But I don't know if they're good. And if we just swap them into archers, then we'll save a ton of money. I can't believe I'm even thinking about it. Get rid of my tigers? I should be ashamed of myself. I should be ashamed. Say the entire world came together to call guinea pigs pigs, even though they're rodents. Want to use both? Well, you know, there are interesting times when those sorts of issues arise, right? I'm sure some language does it properly. The example that always comes to mind for me, because I'm American, why not use both? Yeah, money. Yeah, because we do have the slots, but it's like the skirmishers cost 213 a turn, and the archers cost like 107. So I could literally have 2 units of archers for every 1 unit of these tiger slingers, and I'm not sure if these even do good damage as I'm using them, but they are very cool. But we swing on here. It says we're close, but we are going to absolutely destroy them. Because, you know, we're smart. Ish. Alright, what does he have? He's got slingers and stuff. And we're going to be fighting at this crummy little place. However, what are our assets? We have 2 lords that are better at dueling than they are. Alright, so now I just have to decide what the play is. Do we hang out over here and sort of like push the lords in? I think probably. Because we could just, like, duel him if he'd accept. Because for this tower, you can ride right up to this part of it, but you can't get further than that. Oh, no, stop getting shot. That is not the way. Yeah, we can't make them come out of it. We can just swing up that way. Yeah, we'll go the long way around. Because if all of the spears are here, these spears are the only thing that I'm worried about with my guys on the horses. So we'll go around to the other angle. Because I doubt they'll reposition their spears, and we actually will be able to approach through the tree line here, which is pretty nice. Alright. Because if this dude... Yeah, like, look at him. He's just, like, hanging out in there. That's not gonna... It's not gonna make us worry at all. We threw the dagger at him. He's unbreakable, so we'll have to beat him down anyway. There we go. And that's what we needed. And now we've distracted... Wow! He actually was putting some hurt on here. Wowza! Maybe I was getting shot. Maybe not. Well, you know, he is burning. He's on fire. He's not going to make it out of this too much alive. And now they've abandoned the towers. The enemy general has fallen. And we're just going to move up this way. Briefly. Are we getting surrounded by spears? I mean, ish. We'll just go back up this way again. No, we can... Yeah, we break both of those. Good, good. And now these spears are trying to stop us from walking inside, and we have fooled them. Indeed. Pulled them in and then hit them from the front. And now these spears are trying to move in here. Can we capture the point in time? Yes. We're taking a little bit of damage on the commander, but it's not too bad. And, you know, we're gonna be... We're going to be engaging the lords pretty soon here, and I think we're getting off of the horse with Lady Zhurong. She's a little beat up, and then, you know, she'll be able to charge in and just, like, have a whole party here. And she'll charge it on foot. This will be very good. Oh no, look at that. The spears fooled me. But she's on foot, so these guys having spears won't bother her any. Because spears, that is a thing you gotta worry about. They're very good at killing mounted characters, obviously. But if you just get off of your mount, I think you can get back on your horse, too, depending on what happens. So it's like, it's not like you have to get permanently dismounted. And of course here, we just have all of these tigers just hanging out. Release the tigers! Alright, we've released the hounds. Alright, these spears don't have shields. We really need to charge them up there real quick.
Look, the enemy run!
And they'll be getting army lost soon enough, but, like, not before getting so many of these spears down. My goodness, that's so much damage. You know, 26 damage across 120 models adds up. Oh, and these guys just stopped moving? Those guys just stopped moving. Oh, they went to the right instead of in. That makes sense. Got my wrong for this, right? Maybe not for this one. Because, I mean, really what you're describing, I mean, it's not modern, but, I mean, Warhammer's probably about as modern as it gets. I don't even think they've never done, like, a World War I Total War or anything. They had, like, I think they had, like, a Napoleon-era one, which might be the most recent of them. I don't think they did, like, an American Civil War one for what I think are probably obvious reasons.
Celebrate! Our victory was just.
The river ever rises.
I grow ever stronger.
Alright, so...
Welcome, friend.
Alright, we're gonna see if we can get a trade deal, military access, no. There we go. We get military access and a trade agreement. We give them a little bit of money, but we'll make all of that back, like, immediately. And this will make us good friends, because I believe we're supposed to become very good friends. Go Tigers, indeed. Alright, so fortunately we are hard at work on getting some of those things up. I think we just want... just expertise? Yeah, I think so. Alright, do we want to recruit anyone now? We need somebody, because we need somebody to get onto an elephant, right? Right. Alright, and we'll just grab Chabot. You know, she gets along with both of us. Composed, relentless, and sincere. And we will give her an elephant before long. We will take the white thoroughbred for our commander. Yes. It is slightly slower, has more mass. But importantly, it is fancy. And having a very fancy horse is very important. When you're trying to run things, people expect you to have a fancy horse.
Tell me your wish, and I shall strive to fulfill it.
Like, maybe... yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. I don't think we need to fill her retinue out anymore.
My lord.
I mean, a couple more spears would be fine. There's no reason to have the army, like, weaker, right? But, I mean, how many spears do we need? A couple for big things? Yeah, 4 is fine. Do we just fill out the whole army, get a full stack? That'd put us upside down on money a little bit. We'll just stay right here and be neutral. We'll get our elephant in 3 turns. And, you know, we've got our fire arrows, and they're good, right? They do good damage, and the Nanmen are... Nanmen? I don't know.
A peace born of desperation, not
and
resolution.
He wants to pay us for peace, which is, like... very sad. How about you join our faction?
A peace born of desperation.
We can't. Yeah, it's gotta be. You gotta do it with force. You can't talk your way out of it. All right. So here the drinking hall is built. The next level of it does not make much more money, right? But we just need to take this place. Alright, and the wildfire clicks, so we can go ahead and jam that, and now we're like so good at fighting. So good at fighting.
With fury. Strike them down.
Here we happen to know from experience that these walls will burn, so...
Our hidden men have been seen.
Aha! This guy wants to duel! This is a terrible choice for him. We are going to win so good. Alright, and now we're just like charging into the fire that we're starting. This is because I'm a very smart person.
The enemy warriors are running.
Just very smart. We're just running right through the fire. We're probably taking a massive amount of damage from doing this. I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to say. I think these troops were mainly injured before we got here, so maybe we're fine. Get the archers onto the spearmen. We know they don't have shields, and we know that they're good at dealing with our generals. Speaking of our generals, this guy wins the duel with barely a scratch on him. Feels good. And they're in full rout, you know. Nearly full rout. They're in modulated rout. Like, who even is still fighting for him here? Skirmishers? Oh, they found the walls. Well, this is like... This isn't like a permanent settlement, right? This is just a, you know... This is just like an encampment. And also, I mean... It's usually a lot easier to build walls out of stuff that'll burn on account of how it's light. And then we get our troops pulled outside into their still active towers. The ones that fled out that way are now coming back. Well, now the tower is under my control. But, you know, they also probably didn't think I had fire archers until, like, yesterday. I didn't have them. Although we did have these guys. Which should have made them feel a little bit afraid. And their attack makes people have negative 50% melee evasion. So basically, if you get them stuck on somebody, everybody else hitting them is going to hit them like 100% of the time. Because melee evasion, you usually don't see it higher than 50%. Only on a very special model. Heroes and stuff, even pretty evasive ones, you know, 20%, they might have an ability to throw it up by a bunch, but that negative 50, probably not going to do too much about it. Alright. We claim the victory, and we get this, this little spice pit, or whatever, and then we expect an event, because that's what happened last time, and we'll give it to the guy to, you know, show how friendly we are. I guess we can release both of them because we're going to confederate them right now anyway, right? Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to take the money for releasing them, and then, you know, they can fed it in, so we're fine. Alright, so he's a great warrior with considerable skills. Yes, good. Good! And of course, we had popped our ability as well, which gave us, you know, 50% more damage on everything. And we're gonna get rid of the wildfire next turn.
Do you have orders for me, my lord? We will create our
And here we do not take the spice trading route because he's gonna ask for it next turn, and we give it to him because that's what you do. Here, it would give us 100 income, but it, like, it would take 20 turns to pay off. I think we need more money before we worry about that.
An exchange, perhaps. We are agreed.
Alright, so we get another trade agreement, which is very good because it's going to give us a big chunk of money. Big chunk of money. Alright, so we need to make the iron pits in order to get this next tier of reforms accessible. Okay, so there's just like a bunch of different stuff we've got to do to unlock a new tech. Alright. And then he says, you know, you should give us all of these stuff. All of these things. And we will give him to him. And now he's happier with us.
Defending our homes.
And we're just gonna slide on home.
How may I serve, my lord?
Like we need to build the iron pits for that thing, so even though it's a ton of money, that makes it worth doing. And we just got an elephant, and we just got an elephant. And you know what that means. Shebo, it's time for you to fly. onto a refined war elephant. Oh, I'm so excited. So you don't want your leaders on an elephant because they're like better at fighting than an elephant is. And faster and stuff, I assume. Yeah. It's 20 turns on, like, base payoff, but it might, like, help out some other stuff, right? Alright, and... so he wants to arrange this marriage between his brother and me, but I don't want to do that.
As you wish.
You want me to pay you to marry your brother? I'm good. And Zhurong gets cut down. And what we want to do is move up this way to fight one of these fellows. Probably this one. I should have gotten a couple of archers earlier. We're going to do it now. We should have done it earlier. They'd be at full strength by the time we got here, but we'll do it now. Dowry moment. Exactly. You know, but a dowry can be paid by either side. And, like, why am I, the leader of my faction, going to pay you... these fools?
Ever onwards, regardless.
Delay no longer.
But I think actually it'll end up being fine. And because of, okay, so when we're burnt out from having that thing on, we lose melee damage, speed, and morale. Which, that's a lot of morale, because we only have like 30 on some of our guys. But it's only when attacking that we lose that. You lose the damage and the speed. But you get 10% replenishment, so that's actually very excellent, right? Alright, we just, all the stuff is locked right now, but as soon as we get one of those quests, we'll be able to get another setup there.
Spent, we must rest.
Low satisfaction. Well, it's like, if you don't like it here, buddy, you can go. And we'll put Shebo on the council, because, you know, she's the one we care about. She's the one with the elephant. She's the one that's the future of this place. But what a strange campaign, you know, you spend 5 turns going this way, 5 turns coming back, and I think it might actually be the proper thing to do.
Defending our homes. I return in
Because if these ridiculous fools are going to, like, attack you, and they are,
be decisive. I am ready to act.
we're going to ambush here. The reason for that is so he doesn't see us on his border, and maybe he'll move up thinking that we're not around. And if he does notice us, then we'll move in and attack next turn anyway. Economic breakthrough. Two warriors are competing. I think they're husband and wife. Well, Nuosu has Southern Wrath, and that's a better ability, so we will side with her.
Resume standard stance.
Alright, so we've unlocked the reforms, so we could get more % food production and military supplies, or more growth everywhere all the time. Yeah, we'll just take the food and the military supplies.
Take a moment in the sun. Strike them down.
And we declare war on the Yongcheng tribes. Of course, they're like, what? How am I in this? But you're like, you know what you did. You know what you did in the past. He's like, that wasn't me. That was just another guy with my face.
Let my mercy be a lesson.
And we can fed them.
Heaven's blessing.
Boom, baby. And somebody tries to take a shot at the lady, and she throws a sweet throwing knife at him. And we get the fealty of another faction. Who's honoring me now? The Yongcheng tribes, which gives us 10% income from spice, and then the same stuff everybody else gives. The big kings, they're the ones who give you the good stuff, right? But this fealty belongs to this Dong Tsuna guy who probably isn't that strong, you know. Maybe we could pump him full of fiery lead and show him what's up. But anyway.
Time is ever against me.
Yep, we are a little bit broke. It's a nice sword here. Why don't you take this machete instead? Because if you don't like it here... Oh, he's unavailable right now. Well, you know, we took his stuff away, and that matters.
A middle ground can be reached.
And he's only got this one area right here. So we move in, swoop there, and then try to swallow up Longyangcheng there. He's about to leave on his own. Hey, good morning, Luke. You've caught us right at the end. Well, right when I'm supposed to start thinking about the end. This run's going much better.
Fire burns bright.
Fire burns bright, yes. Luba leaves. Tongzhuo has been slain, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
I am ready to act. On the march. Defending our homes.
It's like we literally don't care about these guys. They can't be as strong as us. It wouldn't be allowed. But what would be allowed is me having an elephant. And we will invite them to the hunt. Huzzah! And I claim the kill. Oh yeah, we didn't marry his brother this time. If you make him landless, you don't have to care about any marauding armies. Oh, so taking the last thing gives you the Confed? That's awesome. That is awesome. I love a good confederating faction. This is like impassable mountain on this side too? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so once we get this little power base, then we'll actually have like defensible borders. Confederate based on land. Got it. Because it's not just for beating their thing. And, well, you guessed it.
To arms.
10% ammo faction wide. That's pretty cool. Beautiful. Alright, so we have our generals where we'll just run into the thing with, right? And then we have our dudes at the back, and then one very cold elephant. She's like right up there on the head. I guess that's how you ride an elephant, right? And, you know, the elephant will wait until it's a little safer to go in.
Our men are spotted.
Once everyone's on full money, there's a you haven't retinue of entirely tigers. And you know, I'm excited to have enough money to have entirely tigers. That is what I want for my future, right? Like I don't wanna live a whole life where I never have enough tigers. I wanna have all the tigers. Are we getting shot? No, we're out of range of it. Okay. Haha! Alright, so we'll have a duel there. I don't think the tower shoots at me when we're having a duel. It looks like we'll fight outside of the tower range anyway. I knew he probably would have been better at dueling than me, but I figured I could win the fight anyway, and it would look very fancy when I did. It'll be easier to win duels with him that are trickier, so we can more aggressively take them. Never have enough tigers. Indeed. Look, if we could afford it, I never would have even been like, why don't I just have more tigers? I always would have wanted more tigers.
The enemy general falls.
Huzzah! This dude actually might be winning this fight. Nah, there's no way he'll win this fight. He's just like, he's double power. He's still so much less powerful than me. Yeah, look, the melee evasion going down. Because if we just hit him every time we swing, and we do, yeah, there's nothing that can be done about that. Get wrecked. And then this is what it's all about. Oh yeah. Make way! Make way!
Your comrade is under
Elephant coming on through. Make way!
Move out quickly.
I'm a big old elephant. She trumpets, and they all just run. They say, oh no, this is bad news. This is the greatest day of my life. How fun. I have a big old elephant. Look at me. I'm charging through. Yes! I am an elephant. Oh, good stuff. Oh yeah. Friendship with horsemen ended. Now elephant is my best friend. I'm like, who's still fighting? Who's still fighting here? Let's get them.
The enemy warriors are running.
Say you love the Namen music? Yeah, no, for sure. An elephant doesn't care about melee evasion. Get one elephant instead. I think we were giving her, like, cunning, maybe, for the retinue. But health, I see, that would be good too. Yeah, we were doing sentinel points on both of these. Alright, wonderful. Flawless, great. Having an elephant is so good. It's more than just a little bit good.
Seized our victory.
And here, we need to employ them out of this. The reason for that is that even though you would be confederating them,
Is a soldier.
you get your I'm a non-man tribal bonuses for your character for that, which I only looked at much later than I should have, but alright. So we have the fealty of Yongfeng, which is awesome. Okay. This is like one of the good ones. Or did he have...
Flexible. and adapt their
Yeah, this is one of the good
policies
ones.
to current
So we get
events.
javelin spear guards, javelin
You can
spearmen,
choose to
javelin
ask for
throwers.
taxes to be paid more heavily weighted in food or money.
5
or keep it
satisfaction for the whole
balanced
faction. This is
between them.
awesome. Yeah. Very good indeed. Yeah, the javelin spear guards. So those are the ones that actually have proper big shields, and those are the ones that could get like turtle mode if you had access to it. Got it. Yeah, it's like I can't see wanting javelin spearmen over javelin spear guards, but maybe you don't always have a choice. They're not very much more expensive. They both have javelins, and one of them has a freaking big old shield on it, you know. We're not going to swap everything in the army, but I figured we might as well get some of them over immediately because they're very good. Okay, so that's one we need to take. Because we take that away from him. And then that'll reduce the fatigue rate to the whole army by 25%, which is so good. But yeah, it's this one here. You have to capture generals, and then you get replenishment rate for your retinue, which is just so good. So that's what we got to do. And he's already started getting his powerful stuff going up. Very exciting stuff. Their titles improve as they leveled up. And hers is... Oh yeah, she's already Lady of the Valley. Okay, yeah, so we just... Oh, and then it gives you more experience as you level up too. That's very cool. So we have room on the tribal council. There's a cave lord also, so that's like the administrator equivalent. Well, if we make her this administrator, well, it won't actually make her any happier, but... Yeah. This subtitle under her name. Ah. Received of the Cinder. Okay, yeah, I was like, yeah, it was, okay. Oh, and then it levels up the... Okay. Nice. So she's constantly, as she levels up, getting cooler effects, passives, and the like. Well, awesome. Very good indeed. Oh, we've got some exceptional Noble's leather. Non-equipable. But, anyway. I have talked long enough. Unfortunately, it is time for me to get on with my day. But, excellent stuff. You know, I feel good, you know. I feel good about this run. I feel good about us not immediately losing. That's probably what you have to do at the start of every run, right? You move over here, you give that away, you run back over here, you swallow these lands up, and then next up we'll just be moving over in this direction to try to get this last faction, and then we'll have to see where we're going with these neighbors, so that'll be interesting. All of them do that, but some are better than others. Ah, yes. Makes sense. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. Man, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get enough tigers. Having even just one elephant was absolutely joyous, and I can't wait to do that over and over. I'll just get a big front line and run elephants over around on it. It's gonna be great. You'll see. You'll all see. The tagline of a very sane guy. Anyway, you'll all see. Anyway, I gotta get on. Later, Luke. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you got to catch a little bit of it. And later, Thomas. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed. I might have to bail him out from dying to Mulu. Well, you know, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Mulu's got a lot of elephants, so we'll have an opportunity to properly figure out how to deal with them. I'm going to try stabbing them with spears or maybe shooting them with arrows. We'll see. Maybe I'll send a lot of tigers at them. Hard to say. Anyway, see you guys.